Use the mic.
Muy buenas tardes, bienvenidos aquí a través de Tejano247.com desde Corpus Christi, Texas. Right here next to me tengo a Jim Garcia. He's with Tejano y Grupero newspaper. We're going to be doing something here a little bit different. Instead of me interviewing him, he's going to interview me.
Here you go.
Vice versa. Okay. All right, Jim. Nice to see you again, bro.
Yeah, nice.
You got your hands full. You got the phone.
Yeah, well, I don't think I need.
You want to lay down your phone right there?
Yeah.
Also, también what brings you here?
Well, I've been wanting to do an interview with you so I can put in a newspaper for a while, since you're one of the best, if not the best, DJ on internet radio. You were inducted into the Tejano Roots Hall of Fame, right?
Mm-hmm.
What year was it?
What year? Tejano Hall of Fame back in 2011, class of 2011.
Wow, 2011.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How long have you been in radio, Santos?
Me?
Yes.
44 years.
My God.
Radio and television.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I got my engineering license. And I'm living proof.
Yeah. That it can
Because
be
of my
done.
legs. Get pegado. I mean, I'm a living legend. Let me put it
Yeah,
there.
there you go. Oh,
And
yeah.
by the grace of God, I'm still here.
Exactly.
You know.
And we need you. Tejano Music needs you. Let me ask you, how long have you been in internet radio?
¿Cómo?
How long have you been in the internet radio?
Internet radio ya tengo 13 años. 14.
14 years already. Okay. Well, like I said, I needed to do an interview with somebody important and famous, and you fit the coin.
And then also también in my career, 44 años, you know, I've done everything. I've done, cuando empecé back in 1975, 76, somewhere around 77, I started in a small town, Refugio, FM station, and it was a country station, and then we did 6 hours de programación en español, tejano, and ahí empecé, and I was way back then. Y ahí comencé mi carrera, but I wanted to learn all aspects de la radio. Quería saber ser locutor, tocar los discos, and
Do the ads.
todo, engineering, todo aprendí. I wanted to do all aspects of radio. So I knew how to record, I knew how to do commercials, también el MC, los bailes or whatever, I was always there, live remotes, todo hice eso, aprendí cómo vender anuncios, colectar, record them, I did billing, I did everything.
A little bit of everything.
And then engineering también, so. And then I got my engineer license, first class license.
Let me ask you a question. How long or when was it that you started working for the Lopez family?
I started back, I was in Refugio for about 5-6 years, and then I pulled out and moved to Corpus. And then I went back into radio. When I was there in Refugio, Humberto Lozano Lopez came to see me, and he said that he was going to open up a station. He wanted me to help him out. So I said, okay, I will.
El gran locutor de Kingston. La Capilucha estaba en Kingston en ese entonces, ¿verdad?
It was over at KINE, Que Feliz, con Joe Cisneros,
Y Mike Chávez.
Mike Chávez, también estuvo ahí, El Gritón, Bob Solís, all those. I knew all of them, so.
Puras leyendas.
Puras cuerdas, puras malas uñas. But, and they're still around.
Yeah.
Some of them, passed to better lives and están con el Señor en el cielo, but
Of course.
they still they look down on us.
Right. And we look up to them.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
true.
Joseph Neto's a true legend.
Yes.
Mike Chavez another one, and
Another.
you were right with him. So yes, we look up to you guys, whether you're here or whether you're up there in the sky with God. Pero más de todo, quería preguntarte preguntas acerca de tu vida en la radio, porque no hay muchos personajes como tú que hayan durado tanto tiempo así, hayan traído tanta música para alegrar a la gente,
Bueno,
esta gente.
eso es lo que les digo yo. Dije, I want to tell you the truth. I just turned 70.
Okay?
Y muchos dicen, pues, tú tocas mucha música nueva, tocas esto, otro. Le dije, but you gotta go with the flow. You gotta stick with it. No nomás se quedan, muchos se quedan en una época, en esa era, back then. You gotta snap out, Dicen que la música tejana está caída. No, it's not. Y yo todo siempre he dicho esto. La gente es muy envidiosa.
Yes.
And another thing is, no le dan la oportunidad a nadie más, que nomás ellos solos. Yo no. I've created my thing, and I create my radio station, lo corro como una estación de radio FM.
Right.
You've seen these guys. Yo les digo, the other day it came out and I apologized on the air. Y le dije, I'm sorry for saying that, but se me salió. Y le dije, pues son tan los congaleros, los DJs, I said, because they don't know nothing about radio. Radio es muy diferente a ser DJ.
Right.
Porque as a DJ estás usando la música así, pero la usas nomás como nightclub, con lucería y esto y lo otro.
Right.
Over here, it's just one-on-one,
Right.
uno y uno, no más.
Right.
So that's the only audience you have, is just the wall,
Yeah.
Y aquí no hay que artistas aquí, que yo soy que Santos aquí, Santos acá, no. The number one is la estación,
Right.
and that's what you try to push.
Of course.
You don't try to push yourself. That comes along as, and I hardly mention my name,
You don't have to. And you don't have to, because people know who you are. Let me ask you a question that relates to the present, what's going on right now, and it is affecting everything in life, in the world, but mostly the United States, right? Tejano music is suffering, along with everybody else, because of the COVID-19. How has it affected your business, you in particular?
Me, a mí se me cierran las puertas y se me abren dos o tres.
There you go.
I'll just keep going. They said that Facebook, they were going to knock off the Facebook that you couldn't stream live.
Right.
So I went somewhere else. I investigated here, I did this, did that. And right now, I've got 2 cameras.
Right.
I'm highly tech.
Yes. High tech.
Y las luces, mira, look at the brightness of the light. And I only got one lamp. I'm not even using the room.
The roof.
Nomás una lámpara, little table lamp. And look how bright it is.
Yeah, sure looks good.
And this has affected me in a lot of ways due to my health también.
Right.
But my health is back, not 110%, but I'm getting there. And I changed doctor and I changed insurance. Y me han traído para atrás y para adelante.
Right.
But I'm getting back into the swing of things, concentrated on the station. Y ahorita tengo Alfredo. I got one in Robstown, a Christian station I'm working on. I just put one up in Laredo, in Brownsville, one in Houston. So I stay busy.
Right.
And then I'm recording my programs. I'm recording Alfredo. I'm just doing 2 or 3 stations in one day.
At the same time.
I only sleep about 4 hours.
And
Yeah, para las 6 I'm already up.
we're 20 a la
Yeah,
madre.
and I'm sitting here. I've been here since 6:30, sitting in this chair.
Mhm. That's why I chose you to be the first interviewed DJ, internet DJ, because of what you've done for La Música Tejana and because of what you're doing right now, despite COVID. You're helping a lot of people get started, and a lot of people need help.
As a
Like
matter of
people
fact,
like you.
you brought a good point there. I ran across a guy that was I saw him on Facebook,
Uh-huh.
and I feel proud que otros locutores, DJs or whatever, they're out there. They look up to me,
Of course.
and if I'm not on the air and I'm not playing music or doing this and doing that, they'll say this guy's going to come in a little bit. He's not on the air, but we know him. He's doing something, and when he comes back on the air, he's just going to blow everybody out of the water because I don't know what I'm doing or what. Sometimes I let them know. Sometimes I keep it to myself.
Right.
But I do my thing. Como ahorita no tengo competition, yo.
Mhm.
I'm running solo.
So
I do whatever I want to do,
you're alone
how
at
I
the,
do it.
You're alone at the top.
The sky's the limit,
There you go.
you know. So I'm going already. Para cuando estos quieren hacer algo, I'm already around the block 2 or 3
Yeah,
times.
you fuiste si viniste.
Yeah. And I'm doing something else. I was doing radio and I was doing TV. Now I'm doing all in one. So I'm still going back to TV.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be putting all my stuff on the YouTube channel. They can subscribe to it. And it's easier. And as a matter of fact, this guy I was telling you about, Brandon Vasquez.
Uh-huh.
He's a 20-year-old young kid. Y me gustó porque cuando yo empecé, back then, back in 1977, 75, 77, no podías hablar en inglés y en español bilingüe like we do now.
You have to do one or the other.
You either do English or you do Spanish. But we broke that monotony back then. We went bilingual.
Right.
We played a lot of modern Latin, what they call like not grupero, but more modern Latin type music de Florida. And it was like disco type dance music. And we converted that into Tejano and mixed it up. And we started hablando en inglés and español. And that's what.
It's another form.
But when I left here, Texas in Corpus Christi, I went up to Greeley, Colorado, AM station.
Oh, yeah.
Radio KBBS, Radio Alegría, AM station.
You
And I
guys
went over there.
people out there?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of people del Valle, San Antonio, yeah. They went and migrant workers. They went and worked in the fields, and
We were there.
pepino and the papa and all that.
We were there in 1967 for
And
a few months.
a lot of people just stayed there,
Right.
you know. And it's a good climate. I like it. I spent 10 years up there,
Okay.
and came back. I did commercials for Adolf Coors Company.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, I mean, that was all. Then I did Spanish programming that was sponsored by Budweiser. And then I had another sponsor, Miller Lite. There's 2 competitions. So
Competition.
I cut it in half, so forget it. I'm not going to get involved. That's too much political stuff. I stay away from that.
Let me ask you, Santos. The life that you lead is very hard, but yet with your health, you still handle that. How do you do that?
It's all hard.
I was gonna say that. You do this not for the money,
Not for the money.
or
I
even for
don't
the
make money off of
recognition,
it.
or even the recognition. You do it because that's what you like to do.
And I've been doing it for a long time.
And you've been doing it, so it's kind of hard to keep the head
Yeah,
right.
it is. And then, like I said about this little 21-year-old guy,
Brandon.
he's got Brandon. He wears glasses, wears a hat, baseball cap. He's out of Pearsall, Texas.
Years old.
And I got to talk to him yesterday. I was talking to him on the phone. As a matter of fact, he's going to be here Friday.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to grab him. I'm going to grab him. I'm going to put him with me. He's going to be under my wing.
Another
And I'm
one.
going to make him a Hall of Famer. That I'm going to guarantee you that.
Well, you can do it because
Yeah,
you are
because I've
one
got
of
the
them.
patience and I've got the experience, and a lot of people they look up to me. See, a lot of them they'll come in there and then if I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and he likes the music I play.
Oh, yeah.
And see, I should be playing más boleros, más música back then,
Uh-huh.
and I play all the new stuff. And they say, like I say, que dicen que Tejano, no, it's not that the Tejano is down or they just they limit themselves to the music, the Tejano music or Chicano music, whatever you want to call it, because no les dan la oportunidad a los músicos. Ahorita no hay compañías grandes ahorita like Sony, Capital EMI, and all those que estaban aquí at one time, and they're gone.
Right.
They're off the map.
Well, Sergeant and Freddie.
Yeah, well, we're afraid of CHR Records up in San Antonio también. But there's only limited, and they're not putting out those CDs. You have to go and YouTube. You get them there. You get them on Spotify and all the outlets.
Right.
You can't download the music. Dice, no, pues estoy esperando que me manden el CD. Well, brother, you're gonna have to wait there for a long time. Because you're not gonna do it. No te van a mandar el CD.
Right.
I got ways of getting music. El otro día, they brought it to my attention.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
What did you say?
I said, well, you do whatever you gotta go do.
Uh-huh.
I said, I got lawyers.
There you go.
They'll protect me.
Right.
So, you want to sue? Go for it. You better have the money, because I want to turn around and I want to sue you. Counter sue. That's right. And I mean, I know the laws. I know the FCC regulations. I'm an engineer, a licensed engineer, so I know what the do's and don'ts.
Do's and don'ts, yeah.
In
other words, you know what you're doing.
I know. That's right. That's why I'm still in business. And I said, I put up already 23 internet radio stations on the air.
And that many?
Mm-hmm.
And more to go.
And more to go. And I'm bringing this little boy here Friday. I'm going to interview him. I'm going to train him. I'm going to get him under my wings.
There you go.
Que se dé garras.
Yeah.
Porque he doesn't. Tiene mucho ánimo. He's young. He's ambitious. And he's ready to tear it up.
Like you were when you started. You were young and ambitious back then. Oh, you're still ambitious.
Very vicious. But that comes as you progress into the business. And the time, it's not an overnight thing. Let
me tell you, I hope you don't mind, but I am going to use, in the interview, I'm going to use your original nickname. I think it started when you were with the Lopez family.
Mm-hmm.
Santos Taquitos Leal, right?
They nicknamed me like that because I was always eating taquitos in the morning. No era que I was eating them. I would bring them or I would make them.
To the office. Wow, you used to make them?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
How long have you used that nickname? Have you had that nickname?
They're the ones that named me, but I hardly used it. Like I said, mi nombre no lo mencionaba when I was in Magic. But then I just.
When I met you, I think about 20 years ago. That's how I met you.
Yeah, you and your brother were at the magazine.
Yes, Good News Magazine.
And,
1977.
Yeah, back then over there in Petronila with David Loyola and all that. Yeah.
I don't know. That little trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's when Carlos was DJ.
Yeah.
He was. That's how he started.
Mm-hmm.
Carlos Lopez. What do you think is the future of internet radio? How do you see it progressing?
I think the AMs and the FMs are going to be dying out
Slowly.
slowly. internet, I'm already going a little bit beyond. I'm taking a little two steps further.
Right. Trying to stay ahead of the game.
You have to. If not, they'll eat your lunch.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because there's always going to be somebody younger and more ambitious and whatever, so you can't.
That's why I want to train this kid right here, Brandon, and cuando venga el viernes lo va a bautizar, lo va a hacer ahí how.
I have. But you are the godfather of the radio.
Well, muchos me dicen, le dije, no, hombre, le dije, no quiero títulos, le dije, quiero kikis.
Kikis.
The fame, I mean, no, it comes, it's not important. It's just keeping the people happy with the music. But there's music that other DJs don't play that I play.
Right.
But I try to stay with the flow, cambiar la música. And I've always, yo empecé con brass, orquesta, pitos.
Matter of fact, you used to be a musician, and I just found out not too long ago that you used to be a musician.
I used to play drums when I was about 9 or 10
Now
years
you play
old.
accordion.
I play accordion, bass, and drums.
Wow.
Y ahí tengo mis drumsticks. Ahí está mi 12-inch pad. Para tocarla con. Instead of beating on this and breaking the glass, me compraron una pad here. There, bang all you want. I got four sets of drumsticks.
Yeah.
And then I've got, in San Antonio, tengo 35-piece drum set.
Yeah. I noticed that, yes, the future of radio is internet, because I've seen the last 5 years, maybe a little more, longer, where I see a lot of people doing internet radio. Just about everybody.
Right now, you can see, I don't use no mic. The mic's right there.
Right.
Here it is.
Oh, yeah.
This is the one I use. You're using that one. I don't have a mixing board. I don't have a mixer, a board. I just hook up everything to my computer.
Mhm.
¿Para qué quieres tener mucho alambrerío, muchas conexiones, where you can eliminate social harms, and you can do whatever I want to do. Like I can switch this thing here like this. No problem.
There you go.
See?
So one of the best things that about internet radio is that you can work at home.
You can work at home, and also también there's a lot of like let me take you back on the music.
Mhm.
You get music from a CD, okay?
Right.
You buy the CD, it's wave,
Mhm.
a waveform. Ahora están saliendo MP3s, they're going to fix it and change that. So that's all coming. And some already, it went from wave to MP3s, now they're going to go with AAC, and they got another one. It's a little bit more compressed, and you can barely, it takes space.
Mhm.
That's because the music is so compressed now that it sounds clean, clear, and my music, I boost it up, clean it up, trim it, normalize it 90%. It takes time to do all that,
Oh, sure.
And I got well over 25,000 songs, and I still adding on to it.
Adding to the 25.
And I got to do all of them one by one, process it that way.
Oh, yeah.
I do my voice, my commercials, my music, everything, and it just stays all in one level.
Mhm.
No batallo.
Time consuming.
And then, y no estoy aquí con las bocinas reventando eso. I just use regular computer monitors.
Right, those
That's it. That's all you need. And then I can use the headsets. This is the first time I've used my headset. I hardly don't use them.
Right. Yeah.
Porque ya tengo la voz controlada también.
Right. I mean,
I know how far
so you
to
got
talk and all
everything. You
that.
got
I got
everything
everything packed down.
within the arm's reach.
Mhm.
You can do everything from right here without getting up. So that's another thing that I noticed that about the good thing about internet radio is that you're your own boss. Nobody tells you when to stop, when to go.
I'm the CEO. I do everything. Barro, mapeo, y hago todo. The only thing I don't do, and I still don't, is Windows.
Windows Unix.
When I made the application con Humberto, I put it on there and I put in parentheses, I do not do Windows. And he told
And
me,
you're not talking about the people that clean houses and buildings and say, I don't do Windows, not that, right? Not that.
no, I don't clean
You're
Windows.
talking about Windows okay.
And then it says, what is this here? What you put on there? I says, I do not clean Windows. I do everything else but Windows.
But Windows.
And I still have the application where I wrote it on there.
Well, Santos, I think I pretty much have it where I got most of the information I need. You know, when you started, what you've been doing, who you worked with, and what your goals are for. Let me ask you that's another question I want to ask you. What do you plan to be doing, say, 5 years from now? If you have your health, what do you plan to be doing 5 years from now? Same thing, I'm sure, but at an expanded level, I imagine.
I probably have about another 50 stations.
Like, how many do you have now?
25.
Wow, you're gonna double it in the next 5 years. Oh, that's your goal.
Quiero, but I'm going to do different genres of music. Wow. Quiero poner una salsa, merengue,
Genres.
o grupero, banda, everything. Country, soul, R&B,
Wow.
rap,
You're
and
gonna
just
cover,
put it on and let it run.
you're gonna cover the whole thing.
Mhm.
Okay, well, that's good. That's a good goal.
That's my goal.
Yeah,
That's my
a good
goal.
goal to set yourself with.
Rápidamente, I forgot I was doing this. But see, I'm always doing
Something.
the radio. I'm running the camera. I'm running the switchers. I'm watching Facebook. And I forgot I was on Facebook also. Because I'm doing three things. I'm live on Facebook. I'm streaming live. And I'm also recording because I'm going to play this back
Right.
on YouTube. And you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Saludos para mi buena amiga Isabel Arretis, que los está escuchando. Welcome in, Isabel. También para Maggie Pines up in Lake Jackson, Texas, in the house. También que los está oyendo hoy. Also también vamos a mandar saludos también para Shamu over at Woolridge Nursing Home, que he's going to have a Halloween
Halloween party.
there for los attendants there.
He's gonna DJ.
He's going to DJ.
DJ Chimo. He's a
You like that?
party DJ. You still there? Still there, Chimo? I don't know. Anyways, yes, a shout out to him. Anybody else?
Happy belated birthday también.
Oh, yes, on the 14th.
14th of October.
October. Yes, any other shout outs you want to make?
Pues no, gracias por tomar la oportunidad de que estás aquí conmigo.
Of course.
This is the first interview that I've ever done. I've never done it. 44 years that I've been in radio.
Long overdue. Long overdue.
And I appreciate that.
Just because I've been trying to do the interview with you.
You know, because you've been telling me, says, I'm going to have to interview. Cuando quieras, I'm always available.
Yeah.
I'm always here. And, but tengo la oportunidad de estar con ustedes y le doy gracias a toda la gente for all the faithful years that back me up and support me and are still supporting me ahorita. But, you know, it's been with my health. I went one-on-one with a man upstairs.
Of course. You can't do nothing without him.
And I haven't.
Right.
He's been there for me, and I want to be there for him. So twice, me ha sanado, and I'm still here, and I'm living proof. I'm a living miracle, because I was near death twice with collapsed lung, water in my lungs,
Flatline?
water in my heart,
Flatline?
flatline, and pneumonia. And they were going to cut me off on my belly button and open me up just
Como un zipper.
para poderme, because I was stop. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't catch my breath. That's how I lost my vision on my right eye, and because I wasn't getting enough oxygen.
Oh, yeah?
And I'm still here. So then I put a Christian station on there for the man upstairs.
También. Good.
Golden Gates.
Oh, yeah? That's good.
Christian
Here in
radio.
Corpus. Here in Corpus. Okay, that's good. Um, Let me ask you. Well, let me tell you, really, you're one of a kind. Counter music really needs people like you, and I hope that from these young
Well,
people
that's like I
coming
say.
up.
That's another thing. La gente envidiosa.
Yeah.
Since day one, since I started radio, la envidia has always been there.
Yes, that's
And I said to myself, I'm not going to let it bother me.
right.
And I haven't. They're going to be saying, well, who's your competition? Que te están haciendo la- Hey, I don't have no competition.
you
I
know,
don't.
you're not here for that. Yeah.
No. I don't have time for that. That's too much, you know,
Drama.
drama. And I don't concentrate on that.
Yeah.
I just concentrate on myself. I do my own thing. And it's been like that for years. You know, people look up to me to see what the heck I'm doing.
Of course. Yeah,
You know,
they know where to look
and
at.
when they don't hear me or I'm put aside, and I've been hesitant lately because doctors have told me you need to slow down.
Of course.
I said you need to rest. You need to do this. You need to do that. But not you're not going to make it. So I can tell. And you know me, you've known me there for a long
Over
time,
20 years.
que soy bien cabezudo. So, cabezón, big head. So, it's hard for me to say no.
Yes, I know.
Viene gente aquí, hey, can you help me? I'll help you with anything I
Of
can.
course. Yeah.
And just the way, that's the way I am.
That's why God has you on this earth.
That's why tienes que unidos. I work with a lot of people, I work with a lot of radio stations. Oh, you work with this guy? I said, yeah. How long you known him? So I've known him for 10, 15, 20 years.
Right.
Yeah. You know what the hell?
Yeah. There you go.
They want my help, I'm going to give them the help. But it's unity. Tenemos que tratarlos uno al otro.
Ayudarlos.
And I work with este, Joe Carrizales up in Fort Worth or Dallas con Tejano, Best Tejano, or TejanoBest.com. I worked with him when I first started on the internet. I worked with Pachuco Pete up in Fort Worth. Yeah. Chente Aranda. I mean, I work with a bunch of people that I work together.
Right.
And y ahorita estoy trabajando con my boys has got the one in Houston. I work with Chicano Radio. And then I put this one here, Radio Sabache up in Houston. También. I put Yo Mando Radio in Robstown. I got my Christian station. Tengo dos gruperos stations aquí that I opened up for some friends of mine. So, I mean, I helped them. I put them up on here. I got Laredo, I got Brownsville, I got everywhere.
So if I want to open an internet radio station,
You come to me.
There you go. There you go. Okay, Santos, last question. Shamu, you there? Shamu, you there? Okay, want to say a few words? You want to say a few words? You want to say a few words?
Got it on speaker? Put it on speaker.
Oh, yeah. Okay, go ahead again.
Yes. Another mic. Okay, go ahead.
Lost him.
You lost. Hold it, I gotta move it up a little bit more over here.
Five seconds. 5 seconds. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Shamu. Hey, okay, one more thing, Santos.
Yes, sir.
Please tell everybody, remind your listeners that this interview is coming out this
This is
Sunday,
live right now, streaming live.
Saturday.
Also, we're going to air it Saturday
It's going to come out in the newspaper. The newspaper comes out Saturday.
in the newspaper.
Yeah, and your interview will be there.
Okay. And then also, it'll be on
Facebook.
Facebook. It's streaming now, but I'll put it on the YouTube channel
Okay.
this afternoon, later on tonight. I'll have it.
Well, thank
And I'm going to
you.
go live. I'm in stream tonight at 8 o'clock, 8 to 9.
Well, thank you very much, Santos.
Thank you
It was
once
a
again,
pleasure
Ben.
and an honor to be here with you. For all the impact that you had in Tejano music, and we have so much to thank you. And we want to have you for another 10, 15 years.
I hope so.
Hopefully 20.
I hope the man upstairs is listening to you.
He's the one
And because he's the one that's going to say, hey, vente.
pack up your bags. You gotta come home.
You long that ya viviste tu vida.
You
Now
guys
it's
will
time
have
to
done
come
this
over
already.
Yeah.
Okay, Santos, well, thank you very much again. And keep doing what you're doing. We in Tejano music need people like you. So don't stop. Don't give up. Don't listen to the haters. Let the haters hate.
And I want to say, también my boys up in Houston, the one that you just met
Yes,
here a while ago,
I've
también,
seen them.
they do the voiceovers también, because ya mi voz ya a mí me gorgorea ya.
Poquito a poco.
No más, ya.
All right.
But they helped me out, and I want to congratulate my two boys, my two oldest boys,
The names?
Michael and Keith,
Michael and Keith.
up in Houston Tejano Best, or TejanoHits.com. They have their own internet radio station up there, and they stay pretty busy with it.
Look for this interview in this Saturday, the 31st edition. Actually, it comes out Monday probably. But the edition of the Honey Europeo newspaper, we're featuring Santos Leal, Hall of Famer,
Class of 2011.
class of 2011. Thank you all very much.
Thank you.
Okay.